Welcome to episode 8 at Home with John. This is the Father's Day edition and the start of summer. Sunday was Father's Day, and we went out to the Country Chef on Wilton right on Route 101. Has outdoor seating. The servers wear masks, so we were able to socially distance. And I finally got to see my kids, all three of them. I haven't seen them in months, so that was really nice. My oldest son brought me a gift. He gave me Gin Spirits, made in Nashua, New Hampshire, pandemic grade hand sanitizer. This is a distillery that's converted itself to create a hand sanitizer product. This is denatured ethanol alcohol, so I wouldn't try to drink it. Matter of fact, it says don't drink. And it's got some glycerin and hydrogen peroxide, so it looks like it pretty much would take care of anything that's any nasties. And a cool little spritzer here that whoa, take care of kill those COVID germs. And what else? Well, I posted I made a post about my dad. My dad was a big fisherman, and I put a post up on my blog, and I'm going to include, if you look up there at that eye somewhere on this, wherever it shows up on the screen, I'll include a link to it. And one thing I couldn't really describe in words, but I could probably describe in videos, are these rigs he used to make. These smelt rigs. Tony the rigger packaged them on these picnic things. My sister stamped every one of them, she said. So I wanted to describe what this was. My father loved to fish for smelt. Smelt are these small fish. You can fry them up, and at the time they were running in, this was late 60s. I was already in the Navy, but he used to sit in front of the TV and make these things, and they were very popular. He sold them at some bake shops, and even wrote, you'll see in the article that he even got a good write-up about it. And I wanted to explain how it works. So pretend these stars are bait. So what you had here, right on the top, you would attach a bobber. This is salt water. These things basically where the river flows into the salt water. And if you follow down here, you see the spreader. He made this spreader out of some plastic and some epoxy. And here's one hook. So you have one bait at this level. And later down you have another one. So another, a little deeper. And you have a split shot lead weight to hold it down, and the final thing. So you have three hooks presenting bait at different depths, and as the article said, it's deadly to smelt. My father would fry these things up and eat them. I wasn't a fan. I don't know how I felt about that. Now I would probably love them, but back then I was like, I'd rather eat a hot dog than he ate fish all the time because he was a good fisherman. And I have bins of these things. I mean, we're talking, he created so many of these things. I have 2 Tupperware containers full of these. Full of these things, right? And even the raw materials, which he would, these 1969 magazines, and inside the magazines, what he did was, to protect himself, I don't know if you can see that, jeez, I just dropped everything here. Inside these magazines, I'll pick these up, he had the raw materials, so they were all hooks, which I'll probably step on later on in this, during this video, which I don't want to do, because these things still work, and you protect them with these styrofoam balls. So it was a factory of one thing he would do, to sit around and make these things all day. It was really something to see. And I like to share, let's see, what else should I share? I always like to share a plant or something to do with gardening. So right over here, a while back, This is a part of my strange life. These are called living rocks. And these cute little things grow in really harsh conditions. And I like plants that grow in harsh conditions or odd conditions. And they don't really, they have little windows in here that lets the sunlight go in where the chlorophyll is. And I put them in a bigger, they came in a real small pot, and they're doing really well. They're like growing, but they're the oddest looking things, aren't they? I hope you enjoy that. And for the final part of this video, yesterday it was really hot. I went over and did some work. I'm taking care of some plants, somebody else's plants, and did some watering for my friends over on next street over. And also the thing was working on their strawberry wine, pushing down the mash. Now I don't know how that video's, I'm going to include that video if it's any good. I haven't looked at that video. This is I did these in 2 different parts. But anyway, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are out there. And it's a good day for me. And that's it. So now I'll roll the other videos. If you don't see them, that's because the quality wasn't up to the standards of the At Home with John standards, which are very high. Next time I'll demonstrate I'll drink a glass of water with one hand, showing that even though I'm the same age as somebody else, I can actually drink a glass of water with one hand. I don't need 2 hands. And I can also walk down stairs and ramps and things. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a demonstration of that. We are officially in a drought. It hasn't rained in I don't know when. I think we'll get some thunderstorms this week. You can see the sky. It's a beautiful sky, New Hampshire sky. My friends are off to the wedding, and they've asked me to come over and water their plants and make sure there's food for their cat and stir the yeast. So I thought I'd share some of that with you. Angelica planted a really nice garden here, and it'd be a shame if it dried up, so I'm doing a little bit of watering here. When I finish this, I'll go back and water my garden, my house plants. So there's a lot to do. Got to keep them alive. Here goes. Flowers on these too, so it's a matter of time. She puts a lot of work in this. She puts these under black plastic just to keep the weeds down and cut down on the evaporation. It's doing well.